Hi goodies, hope you're having a good day. Let's continue with our video on divisibility rules. Today we are going to discuss the last few numbers divisibility. So we are going to start with the divisibility of 9 first. The divisibility of 9 is very similar to the divisibility of 3. You have to remember the divisibility of 3 at this point. So if I just revise it for you, the divisibility of 3 was add the digits, and if the sum of the digits was a multiple of 3, then the number was divisible by 3. The same thing with a small change is repeated for the divisibility of 9 also. If the sum of the digits is multiple of 9, then the number is divisible by 9. Let's look into the examples. I have started with the number 189 and I am adding the digits, which means I am going to find the sum of the digits. So 1 plus 8 plus 9, and I got the sum as 18. And definitely 18 is a multiple of 9. 9 twos are 18, right? Which means 189 is also a multiple of 9, or in another words 189 can be divided by 9 without leaving a remainder. One more example, 3825. So adding the digits 3 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5. Again I got the sum as 18, which is again multiple of 9. So 3825 is also a multiple of 9, or this number can be divided by 9 without leaving a remainder. Let's look one last example. 789. The sum of the digits is 7 plus 8 plus 9, that's 24, which is not a multiple of 9. Which means this original number 789 is also not a multiple of 9, or this cannot be divided by 9 without leaving a remainder. So this is a simple method to check whether number is divisible by 9 or not. Now let's look into the divisibility rule of 11. The divisibility rule of 11 is also a bit different and is a bit fun to do. So I'm not going to give you a definition about the divisibility rule, but let's directly look into some examples and see how it is worked out. So I'm starting with an example 682. So we are going to check whether this number is divisible by 9 or not. So the trick is, first you have to take the digits in the even places. So when I say even places, you can see there are 3 digits in this number. This is the first place, this is the second place, this is the third place. So here the even place is this second place. So the digit in the even place is 8. So actually we are supposed to find the sum of the digits in the even place. Here we just have one even place. So the sum is 8 itself. Now let's add the digits in the odd place. That is this place, which is the first place, that's 6. And the third place is having a 2. So the sum of digits in the odd place is 6 plus 2, which is again 8. Now let's find the difference of these two answers. 8 minus 8 is 0. And the divisibility rule says that if this difference between these two values is a 0, or if it is a multiple of 11, then the number is divisible by 11. Which means since we got a 0 here, 682 is divisible by 11. Let's look into one more example. This time I am taking a 4-digit number, 2541. So let's see what are the numbers at the even places. So even place means the second place, fourth place. And what's the sum of those digits? The sum of even numbers is equal to 5 plus 1, that's 6. And let's take the sum of the digits in the odd place. So the odd place is this one and the third one. So 2 plus 4, which is also 6. And if you subtract them, the difference is again is 0, which means this number is also divisible by 11. Let's look into one more example, and this time I have taken a 5-digit number. So let's look at the even digits first. This is the second position number, this is the fourth position number. So let's add them. 0 plus 5, the sum of even digits, is equal to 0 plus 5, which is 5 itself. And now let's look at the sum of the odd places. That is the first place, the second place, and we have the third place. So the sum of the odd places is equal to 5 plus 2 plus 9, and if you add, you are getting a 16. Now let's look at the difference between 16 and 5. 16 minus 5. The difference is 11, which means this original number is also a multiple of 11. Let's look into one last example. I have taken a number 2364. So as discussed, let's add the even places. 3 plus 4, it's 7. And the odd places, 2 plus 6, 8. And the difference, it's 1, which is not a multiple of 11. So this number 2364 is not divisible by 11. So I hope you found that trick a bit funnier, right? So this is the divisibility rule of 11, and now we know the divisibility rule of all the numbers from 2 to 12. So if you like my video, please share and subscribe.